Hey everyone, welcome back to some more Magic the Gathering Arena. I am DisturbingPuppet, so we're just going to play around here a little bit and look at another one of the decks that I made. I have quite a few built. I just really enjoy building decks, so that's part of the reason why. I also have some that you get from this get-go. Some of these, like the Life Skills, Cold-Blooded Killers. Cold-Blooded Killers is one of the first ones you get. You can unlock Life Skills, Starry-Eyed, that kind of thing. Some of the ones I've built don't work quite the way I want, and I'm still playing around with, like this based on Maja here. I think today we're going to play around with my burn deck. Straight, simple red deck, focused on killing stuff and things that benefit from spells. So if it will load here, we'll take a look. All right. So as you can see, most of my decks are over 60. I just kind of typically like that. 4 shocks. Couple Fire Prophecies. So Shock I can hit anything with. Fire Prophecy and a bunch of the other new red spells are only creature or creature and planeswalker. We've got Forbidden Friendship, Scorching Dragonfires like this, creature or planeswalker. I've got Underworld Fires just to kind of play around with. I got that recently. Bone Crusher Giant because I can use it to do some damage, also as a crit. Creature, not crit. Demon Bolt, so we can foretell this, do some damage. Again, also creature, planeswalker. Dreamstalker, Manticore. I had more of these before, but I kind of felt like I had too many creatures, so I pared them down a bit. Flame Spill, got this one fairly recently, so threw this in as well. Some Goblin Gatherings. Spell Eater Wolverine, double strike as long as there are 3 or more instants or sorceries in your graveyard. This is kind of what I'm working around. This and the Spell Gorge are weird whenever you cast a non-creature spell, +1/+1 counter. Tectonic Giant, just a nice, decent forecast for a 3/4 that does damage to my opponent when it attacks. Couple reduced to ashes. This again, only creatures. Got a Chandra. I've got another one of her I could put in. 1 double vision. 2 inescapable blazes, mainly because a couple fiery emancipations. So if I can get the fire emancipation down and then I can hit you with an inescapable blaze directly, that will probably kill you at that point in the game. So it sort of have some things that will target the player directly to kill them off. And that's something I've noticed that red, a lot of the stuff that's available now in this, as opposed to when I was playing and when, like, was it 2014 or 2015 was out, and I played that on my Xbox. There was a lot more of kind of X cast red spells that you could hit a player with, and there were also quite a few, pretty much all the cards you could hit a creature or player, so it was kind of any target. So you could potentially just kind of burn a player down, and that's something that I kind of like to do if I have to. I don't want to rely just on the creatures. I like the creatures to do some damage. If I can finish you off with a spell, I'll do that. So burn's what we're going to go with here, I think. So let's play. I am doing standard ranked at the moment. And burn's done okay in that. It kind of depends on what I'm playing against. So we'll give it a shot. See how it goes. See if I can get a win in against somebody. It would be nice. It's kind of light on creatures. A lot of the stuff I'm seeing, and that's having success, is a lot of black-white, gain life, hurt the other player when you gain life kind of stuff. That seems to be what a lot of decks I'm seeing. Or stuff built around the new Strixhaven stuff, which I'm not super familiar with. I haven't seen too many cards from Strixhaven. That's a mediocre start, I guess. No, it's one of these. So seeing this as well too, the eye twitches, and then there's stuff that when you gain life, you put a +1/+1 token on it, and some other nasty stuff. And then the do damage to the opponent when you gain life. Do I want to go ahead and shock this guy? I'm going to hold off. We'll see. Because he's just going to gain life from it anyway. Okay, green-black. Yeah, this particular one. So these are all from kind of the new set. Do I want to take one or shock this? I might want to save the shocks for something worse than these. Unfortunately, I'm having to wait here to do anything. And And I can drop a bunch of gobos. Oh, I just noticed the puppet. Creepy. But I'm the puppeteer! Yeah, I'll just take this for now. I hate to do it. He's not spending his mana yet. I want to try to get a few things in my graveyard first before I play the Spill Eater Wolverine. I need 3 instants or sorceries in the graveyard. I might throw them out next, just depending. I kind of need to do some damage quickly, getting tons of mana. Let's go ahead and attack and see. He's got all of his mana left. What are you doing? Not casting anything. Okay, I'll get the more goblins now. I might go ahead and do the shock next turn. That'll get me the 3 I need for the Spill Eater Wolverine. But he might be waiting for something worse. Okay, that's not good. Cosmos Elixir. I mean, it's a good card, just it's not good for me in this situation. Fortunately, these guys are flyers. I just can't do much about it. Do I want to go ahead and do anything here? I'm going to hit you for 5 with the goblins. I might as well wait. And I've just drawn tons of mountains. So if he has anything nasty, he'll use it on the Wolverine. He doesn't have double strike yet, so he might ignore it for the moment. Okay. Doing some intense cramming. He didn't learn. Got the arch. Okay, that's a blocker. Alright, you know what? He's only got 1 card left. Let's just nuke one of these guys. It will give him some life, though. But that'll get me double strike when I attack, if he doesn't do anything to my Wolverine before then. And there it is. Well, I don't really have a lot of choice. He's got a lot more life gain than I have damage at the moment. If I could draw something other than mountains, that would help as well. I kind of wonder about the randomization sometimes, because I've had things where, like, if I have, say, like 1 card in a deck, and I've had it show up 50 or 60% of the time in my first hand. Other times I've had things where, like, I get no lands. Other times I get nothing but land. It makes me feel like it's not necessarily random. I think computers have a problem with random number generation. Yeah, time for Fire Emancipation. All of my guys do 3 times as much damage. Enjoy. You've got no cards in hand. Welcome to hell, basically. It's not enough for my goblin to kill his wall, though. But that is like 12 damage to him directly. So he might hold back on hitting me with the eye twitch here. If I can draw a damage spell, then I can probably kill him. Especially since he just drew a land. Might get lucky here. Okay, he is not saving for a block. That's a bit surprising. He's going to gain some life from the elixir. Okay, I can't hit him with this, unfortunately. This can give him life. So I might want to take it out. So this is enough to kill him anyway, I think. Yeah, he really should have saved one of the... saved the eye twitch there for a block, probably. Just get rid of you. And actually, I wasn't actually thinking with the 3 times damage there. I could have just done that first and gotten all the way through. So yeah, that was something that I should have been paying more attention to. Even having this out, even I forget sometimes what it affects. Everything! It affects everything! Such a good card. So it's really a straightforward red deck. A little bit more focused on spells than critters, but that's... I actually kind of like to run like a no-creature deck sometimes in the past, depending on what kind of cards I have. Works sort of well with red in the past if you had sort of X-cast card stuff, but I also like to play a lot of like multiplayer, and I haven't done that in Arena, but in like physical, like in person back when I played a long time ago, playing like 3 or 4 person games. I really enjoyed doing that because it gave you a lot of time to kind of do some interesting combos, and you could sort of act your way through certain positions and situations. And that's something that I kind of miss, just doing duels one-on-one. And I think there's a way you can do multiplayer in this. I just haven't really played around with it much. But yeah, that was a quick look at my burn deck. I figured I would lose the first one and try again, but I won it the first time, so I don't know, pretty short. Guess we could give it another shot and see how it goes. Give me an opportunity to get my ass handed to me. Amish! Okay. Yeah, not a bad start. If I can hold off casting many spells first, get him out. Alright, she's running white and blue. Bertha Miletus. I'm just kind of going by whatever the icon they're using. Right. Bertha Miletus is pretty decent. Do I want to do anything crazy? No, you don't have any creatures. I'm happy to wait. Got a wall. Not ideal for me, sure. White and blue, what am I going to deal with here? What are you doing? Alright, let's get the Spell Gorger out. Next time we'll go for the Friendship, I think. Do things to start beefing up the weird. I wonder if this is just the pre-built deck, maybe? The white-blue pre-built deck? I'm not 100% sure. Okay, Flyer I'm not super happy about, so I could save this to hurt you, which means I can't really do much yet. You've got a Shambling Suit as well. Yeah, this has got to be the pre-built deck. It's like enchantment creatures and stuff, and things that affect enchantments. Yeah, okay. I want to hold off for now. Let's see what you decide to do. If you fly at me, I'm burning down your owl, though. That's how red deals with every situation. Kill it with fire! Another Birth of Meletus. Sort of temporary enchantments are kind of new to me as well. Some of them are pretty cool. I'm sure you're flying at me with your owl. Why wouldn't you? You are not. Okay, that's interesting. Well, I'm going to light it on fire anyway. Okay, 5 mana. Let's go another weird. Let's go Forbidden Friendship. Start putting a little pressure on. Took the damage. Alright. Another wall. Another Birth of Meletus. Jeez, okay. Maybe they've changed it a bit. I don't remember there being that many, or maybe you're just getting a weird hand. Shambling Suit. Okay, well... I don't have enough for Double Strike yet. I could take out your Shambling Suit by using both of these. Yeah, let's just do that. Underworld Fires, buddy. Say goodbye to your critters. All you have are walls, which is unfortunate for you. And I've got a Wolverine. More walls. They do count as artifacts, so you are building up an artifact base if you have more of the Shambling Suits. Okay, probably banishing my Wolverine. Nope, banishing the weird. Wolverine's just as dangerous. At least right now. Weird will be more dangerous eventually, I guess. I've got her on the run. Maybe I can get a win here. Still have a lot of mana left. I'm out of cards, and you've got cards, so that puts me at a slight disadvantage. Okay, that's not great. Oh, I can almost kill you. Okay, if you block a couple... That's an instant. Let's see what she decides to do for blocking. Are you seriously not going to block the Wolverine? Okay, you're going to block the Wolverine. I can't save my weird, but I can kill that wall. Or I could just do 6 damage to the player. That might be the better call here, rather than killing the wall, because the wall can't attack me because it has Defender. Yeah, I'm just going to hit the player. So So I do need spells to kill you. I can't really risk attacks yet unless I can get more numbers. Or I can blow up that wall. Maybe I should have blown up the wall instead. Yeah, I can't risk an attack. Alright, bye-bye Wolverine. Next turn, non-creature spells cost more, then you'll get something back from your graveyard. And all I'm going to draw is land now. Shambling Suit. Big Shambling Suit. All the glitters is really good. I like that card quite a bit. For this kind of setup, or even just an artifact deck, or something with lots of enchantments in it. Yep, I'm just going to draw land, apparently. Alright. So I'm probably going to lose now, because all I'm going to draw is land. Get to the owl back. Now I'm going to take a beating. Ah, Kiora. Wonderful! An 8/8 Kraken! What fun! Okay, so if I draw my 6 damage, I can win. Otherwise, I'm pretty much toast. I can have a couple goblins. This one doesn't have trample, so yeah. Yeah, good game. Knocked you down pretty good, and then you trashed me. Probably, yeah, if I take it out the wall, I might have been in a better position, but I think with then getting out that other card that brought back the Arcanist Owl, which got back the enchantment, I was pretty much toast at that point. That's such a good enchantment. So you get an 8/8 Kraken, and then the next turn you tap all of your opponent's stuff. It's just such an evil thing to do, one right after the other. And then I think then after that you take control of something the opponent has. But yeah, so there's a quick look at my burn deck, which I do enjoy playing. It's a pretty straightforward kind of thing. I like just doing straight up damage to stuff. If I can get the triple damage out and then do it, or I can get up the thing that doubles every, like the first spell that I cast per turn, then I could do, instead of 6, it's 12. I like doing that to kind of finish somebody off. People don't seem to expect it because there doesn't seem to be a lot of direct damage to player cards. Even if you could just shock, hold on to your shocks for a while instead of using it on creatures, you could do a lot of good damage. But this was just a little bit more of Magic the Gathering Arena, which I've been playing way too much. I do feel like the new set's kind of goofy, but I haven't really gotten my brain around some of the ways some of the things work. I haven't really picked up too much of the cards, so I haven't really seen a lot of good interactions that have kind of driven me to want to make decks. Yeah, I've got a few that I'm working on that I'm trying to get to work, like this one, which is really just white and green. It's just not working the way I want it to. It just takes too long to get to where it needs to be. So things like that it probably will be one I'll just end up tearing apart because it was built around a certain interaction. But most of them end up at least sort of working. And I do just kind of like building something, playing around with it, and testing it, kind of finagling it, being finicky. If I could use words correctly, that would help. But anyway, this has been more Magic the Gathering Arena. I've been DisturbingPuppet. I'm not sure how often I'm going to do videos on this. I've got a few other decks I could look at that I've built. Some decks that I've gotten that I've then adjusted quite a bit. So this one you start with, this one you get. And other ones that I've built that sort of work, like this one. Cats works pretty well, actually. My elf one doesn't really work at all. This one works okay sometimes, and some of it depends on what you end up being matched up against. But yeah, I will probably come back at some point and look at some other decks, but I'm not sure if they'll be ones that I built completely from scratch or ones that I just adjusted. But until then, I've been DisturbingPuppet. Hopefully you have a good one. I will talk to you later.